Hey everyone, and welcome back to our sixth episode. I'm your host Darius,
And I'm Jasmine.
and in this podcast, we'll be talking about a little bit of everything
From our lives to relationships and pop culture,
to movies, politics, sports, and music.
and whatever else sparks our interest. So, welcome to the We're Just Saying podcast. All right, babe. So, how are you feeling this week?
Um, ooh, this last week has been very stressful, especially on the work tip. Just because my boss has been on vacation, so I've been in charge, and it has been like I feel like I'm getting I've gotten a punch from every different direction this week. Like when I resolve one issue, here come another person
Weird problem.
to kick me in the nuts or something like that. It's just like, come on now, like y'all just need to chill and let me just do my thing and don't come up with anything weird. But I've been hit with all these weird issues this week, which I am used to when my boss is gone on vacation, but this particular week has just been weird. And it's just like, and even like with the team members that's like on my team, like even they have been like, I'm gonna throw this your way just because I'm not usually allowed to because the boss is here. And it's just like,
When does your boss come back?
so she was on vacation for like a week, so she'll be back next week. But it's just this week that people have just been like, well, since she's gone, I'm gonna pretend like I don't really know anything.
Like, I don't know how to do anything. And
Yeah,
you can do it all.
yeah, pretty much. And so they're like, you figure this out for me. And it's
Did you
just,
hit them with well, what would you do in this situation?
so typically I do, but what I do even better is I'll tell them, this is how I would resolve this situation. Put your thinking cap on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Because
I,
with my employees, I feel like when they come to me with a problem, I'm like, well, what would you do? Like, how would you solve it? And
you
I
know,
put the ball back in their court. Like, I'm not about to sit here and do the work for you.
you would think it's like that, but sometimes dealing with adults, you gotta treat them like children.
No, I totally get
And
it.
and so while honestly your solution to that probably would work as well, but for me it's just like, I'm gonna give you the answer and I need you to remember this for next time. So don't bother me. So this is the answer. This is how I got to the answer. Should be your last time asking me this question.
But they're going to ask you again because you gave them the answer.
They won't be asking me again.
Well, no, not you. Yeah, actually, they're not going to ask you again because you won't be there. But they will ask again because the answer was given to them. They didn't actually have to go and find the answer on their own.
And at this point, this is no longer my concern.
Yeah, but you're just going to go to another department and you'll have the same problems there.
No, I won't. Because it would be a whole different position if I was to go to a different department.
Oh, we're not saying that out loud?
Sorry, I got people who want stuff from me, so I'm not putting certain stuff out.
Because you're changing departments, but that does not equate to anything in particular. All it does is mean you're changing departments.
I just don't want no ideas out there, that's all. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you can edit it out.
Nah, it's cool, it's alright.
Because I know what you're saying, but a new job title does not equal more money, is what I'm saying.
You should try telling that to some people.
Right, but you could be taking a job demotion. For all that person else.
They don't matter. So that's why to this day, I work on fries at McDonald's, and I'm just moving up to burgers.
Cool.
All right, but now, how about you, babe? How's this last week been treating you?
Let's see. So we're recording on a different day. This week it's Friday, and it's been a long week. It's been a testing week, especially with work. and personal life. Um, yeah, it's just been a lot. It's been overwhelming. I was listening to a Gin and Juice podcast yesterday while I was at work, and I'm like, literally didn't know if I wanted to cry or laugh because she said exactly how I was feeling. Like, as women, like we have so many roles to fill, and we just get so tired because we have to show up into so many different places. And I was like, yes, that's how I feel this week. I'm like, I'm glad somebody else feels the same way that I do. Um,
Was this?
so
My bad. I'm sorry to
go ahead.
interrupt. Just real quick. Was this when she was talking about like, she was like being like a housewife versus like doing her content and stuff?
Right, yeah,
Okay.
like trying to balance like work and time with her husband, time with her kids, personal time just for herself, like all of those titles. And so it's just like it's so many different roles that you have to fill, and you end up feeling bad if you don't hit all of them at 100% because there's only so many hours in a day. So you can only dedicate so much time to each area of your life. So I felt that. Um, and I didn't do anything today, so I'm really happy. I was gonna go to the gym. I got up this morning and got a massage, and I had to get an oil change. And I was gonna go to the gym as well, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have a no gym week, a week where I'm just resting. I've not been to the gym at all this week. I've been eating good and healthy every day. I haven't had any cheat meals this week so far, and I've been drinking nothing but water. So my diet's on point. I'm just like physically, I just needed a rest because I'm working 6 days this week, and I almost had to go to work today because I had somebody call off at the last minute. Luckily, one of my employees ended up being able to cover for me. But yeah, it was just like I needed a day. I still didn't get a day to do absolutely nothing, but I still just needed a day just to rest because I'm tired. My soul is tired. My body is tired. But other than that, I feel good. Like I had my massage this morning and I'm not sore or anything. Normally I'm like sore when I go in to get my massages, and she even said like she noticed it, and I told her I'm like, yeah, I've been going to the gym like 2 or 3 times a week and actually getting in like a good 2 hour workout. And she was like, keep it up, I'm doing a good job. So
Mm.
yeah.
Well, I feel you. I went to the gym Monday, and then to start April, I definitely was like, I'm not going. I'll be back on next Sunday.
Yeah.
So I feel you on that.
Yeah. I'll be back Monday. So and then I'll go Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. So yeah.
Hmm. All right, well that's good to hear. But I hope your week picks up. Well, I guess it's the end of the week, but I hope next week goes better for you.
I hope next week goes better for you too, babe. Right? It should be a little less busy for you next week.
Um, kind of, sort of. I got some stuff for like I said, for the burger department. So, so I gotta start taking on that stuff, learn how to do double patties, stuff like that. So
So you done writing all your instructions for how to fry fries?
yeah, yeah. Now that's done. I got my replacements pretty much kind of taking over that stuff. So now it's just a lot of quality check on the heating and the temperature. So yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Any plans for this weekend? Saturday, Sunday?
Oof. Nothing set in stone. I'm just gonna see where life takes me. Uh, yeah, just see where life takes me. How about
Okay.
you?
Oh, work. I work tomorrow and I work Sunday. But
Okay.
I'll be at ABS on Sunday, so I'll be at the American Beauty Show. So
I was gonna say you
the
might as
morning I'll be working, like actually working on customers, like doing treatments, and then the afternoon I will be getting my hair done because I'll be a hair model. So I don't know what they're gonna do. That's why my hair is clean, freshly washed, because I don't want to go there with dirty hair.
I get you.
Yeah.
That's just the way to go.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
fresh. All right. Anything else you want to mention before we get into our main topic today?
No, that's pretty much all I got.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right, babe. So for this week's episode, I kind of wanted to like get away from pop culture a little bit and get away from politics because it's draining right now.
The
Thinking about
world is
what's
going
going
to
on
hell.
with our government right now, and the economy and everything else. So I wanted to keep it light this week. And I wanted to talk about food because I think even though we're dieting right now and trying to be healthier, we still love food. So I just want to talk about food this week. So I have a couple little topics kind of jotted down. I think I put them, but I put talk about what we like to cook. Talk about our black foods that we don't like. Our favorite restaurants, food apps, because I'm the girl with all the apps in my phone for all the restaurants and grocery stores. And then I want to talk about weird food. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
That sounds great.
All right. So I'll let you start.
What am I?
Because you're less of a chef than me.
I was gonna say, yeah. What do you want me to start with?
So I wanted you to start by saying, like, what's your go-to? Like, if you wanted to impress me or like impress your boss, what are you gonna cook? You got to bring a meal to work, or you cooking for me, and it was like our first date that you had to cook.
Those are two different things.
Take your boss
but
out.
No, we'll do it. I'll put the professional cooking and then the
romantic,
the role. Professionally and date wise is two different meals. I'll start date wise. What I would cook for you is my world famous breakfast. Like I know you. Truthfully, we've been together for a while now, so I know that you don't. I don't think you particularly like my breakfast, but my breakfast food would be what I would go to. I still haven't made you like French toast, and I think you would actually like my French toast. But for pretty much like it'd be a pretty basic breakfast, but I could wow you with some of my seasoning. I just know that you're kind of a
seasoning on breakfast.
Yeah.
What are you seasoning?
Cause I'll make like some potatoes or something.
You know, I'm a crispy potato girl.
Exactly.
So if you hook up a really good hash brown,
I could do that, or some tots.
I'm good.
Like I said, I can bring some tots up in there and do some seasoning for it. So yeah, I would do that, and then professionally, I would make my world famous 1-2-3 dip. So you know what I mean. So it wouldn't really be a breakfast.
I think you told me this before. What's in the 1-2-3 dip, or is this a secret recipe?
It's not a secret. I got it from the internet, but it is actually pretty good.
I've never had it.
No,
I don't think you've ever made it where I've eaten it.
My world famous. You know what? No, I don't think you have. But I also haven't made it in a while. But it's fairly simple. You can have it done in 1-2-3. You just get some.
Ooh, really easy. You can't even remember the recipe.
No, I'm bad. No, cause I was gonna say sour cream. It's not sour cream. It's cream cheese. Get some cream cheese. You can get some salsa. You blend that together. Add in some parsley. And you sprinkle that on top, and now you got you.
That's the 3.
Well, step one is put the cream cheese in the bowl. Step 2 is add your salsa into the bowl.
Any particular kind of salsa? Like getting south of the border, or
there's no particular salsa. It's just
it the store bought?
If you it's definitely store brand. I was gonna say ragu, it's not ragu. Tostito.
Oh no, I was saying like you know how like Walmart or like Mariano's like they like in the back in the kitchen they make their salsa. Are you getting like the?
I mean, you can do that as well.
The grocery stores made the fresh salsa. Or are you getting in the jar? I
would get in a jar.
Okay.
And then step 3 is you blend it together. And
in a blender or like a mixer?
Like a little
hand mixer. Okay.
Yeah. There you go, hand mixer. Okay. And you just pretty much blend it all together. And then I guess technically it's a 1-2-3-4 dip. But that's because 4 is optional, is adding some parsley.
Okay, what's the third step? The third step was blending.
Yeah. So so technically the 4th step you would if you wanted to.
People eat this?
Yes.
And they like it?
Yeah. Okay. I received some compliments on how good my dip was. And then you just you just grab some chips, put it in, and
No taco seasoning, no cheddar
you
cheese.
get all your flavor from
You
the.
know what's really good,
I
and I
mean,
hate ranch. Have you ever had a cheese ball? I learned
uh,
this from the white people
is that like
when I used to
is
teach.
that it's a literal ball?
It's a
Right?
ball of cream cheese, and it is good. And I don't even fucking like ranch, but you have to get cream cheese. You soften it. You put like little bacon bits in there. You can cut up like a green onion. You put cheddar cheese in there, and then you get a pack of Hidden Valley ranch, and you sprinkle it in there, and then you just mix it all up, and then you form it into a ball, and you wrap it up, and then you stick it in the refrigerator to let it cool, and then people just like take a section off, put on their plate, and then get crackers and eat it.
Um,
Telling you, I don't like ranch, but that shit is so fucking good.
I was gonna say I don't know if I've had necessarily that combo of ingredients. Have had a cheese ball before, but I have no idea what was in it. I know there was cream cheese in it. I love cream cheese. Give me a good bagel and some cream cheese, and I'm good. I don't know if
I've
there was
never seen
bacon
you eat
bits
a
green on
bagel.
it. Oh, what?
It's
We
a
don't.
lot of things you saying you like, and I've never seen you
No,
cook or eat them.
well, I like a lot of stuff that I don't eat on a daily. I like steak. I don't eat that every day.
I know, but I've seen you eat steak. I've never seen you eat like a bagel.
I've never really brought home bagels.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, usually, I mean, I don't like bagels, so you will never see me I might eat it if I'm like in a continental breakfast place and I'm starving and I ain't got nothing else to eat. But I would definitely take a muffin or something else over a bagel. Bagels are
Uh,
hard
uh,
and chewy. Like it's a lot of
oh my god!
chewing. Like it requires a lot of
You get you a
work.
good blueberry bagel. Oh my god!
Maybe I'm not eating
Toasted,
them right. Maybe I need
yeah.
to toast them.
Toasted, yeah, yeah.
I'm
No,
eating
you
them
just
raw.
eating it. Oh, raw.
I'm
Okay.
eating them raw. The raw
I mean,
bagel.
like I said, if you go blueberry bagel, you can't go wrong with that, and that's hands down for me. That is the chef's kiss of bagels. You do that with some, and even if you get like some flavored cream cheese, like the what is the red one? I want to say strawberry or
The
cherry or something.
strawberry.
You get that. Oh my god!
Do you have a particular brand? Are you a Philadelphia
Yeah,
cream cheese or
I
you
mean,
you a Lucerna?
I don't even know what that is, but
I think it's Lucerna Farms or something like
that
that.
sounds out of my price range.
No, it's not. I think it's
Like
the same price as Philadelphia cream
I
cheese.
don't know. Look, I will do store brand cream cheese. And if I'm feeling a little bougie, yeah, don't hit me with that Philadelphia. But
Oh, you get store brand?
yes, not necessarily all the time, but I will. I don't have nothing against store brand, especially if I can save me, $1.50, 50 cents, whatever it
There are
is.
certain things you just can't do store brand on,
There's
you
a
know?
lot of things you can do store brand.
Like what? You can't do store brand on cereal.
Yeah,
You
you
just
can.
can't do that. You can't.
You can definitely do
So
flakes
it's
frosted
no, you can't do it on what else?
sugar rolls. You definitely can do that.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. It's the same.
Shoot the box.
It's the same thing.
No, you have to get name brand
They
cereal.
made in the same.
And I feel that way about butter. Like I don't know if stores have store brand butter, but I definitely don't do. I need to have my Land O'Lakes butter. Syrup, I'm the same way. I tried that store brand syrup and
But
not good. It needs to
literally,
be Mrs. Butterworth or what's it
what
called now? Pearl
Pearl Milling
Milling
Company?
Company.
That slave
Yeah.
ass,
I need it to be one of them.
slave ass name.
Yeah, pancake mix is the same way. I feel like a lot of breakfast foods you just can't do off brand, you know. Pancake mix, it's got to be Krusty's or Aunt Jemima. I guess
That's Pearl.
Pearl
Pearl Milling Company.
Milling Company. My bad.
I mean, have you ever warmed up your syrup and put some butter up in it
No,
in
that
the
sounds like a
microwave?
lot of work.
Oh my no!
You have to do it for me one day, then.
I'm gonna have to do it,
You
and
gotta hook me up.
that's what helps my What do I want to say?
Your French toast.
There you
That's
go.
what bring out the flavor of the French toast. But that's what had.
That's what helps bring out
the disgust of the French toast.
half the what?
I said, is that what brings out the flavor of the French toast, or is that what hides the disgust of the French toast?
It doesn't hide no disgust of the French toast.
So the French toast is it, huh? It's the shit.
It adds the popping to it. You know what I'm saying?
It takes it from a level 10 to a level 11.
I would say 12 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? What will be one of your what is your go-to? You trying to impress me?
If I'm trying to impress you, what would I make?
Or the job.
So work, which I've done before, I always make chili. Everybody loves my chili. So if I make chili, I'll usually take that to work, and that's enough to feed a large group of people. But if I was gonna cook dinner for you, it probably would be like the little potatoes that I make with Lipton onion soup mix packet. Like I love those. You know, I don't know. I'm talking about it like you, but I want the crispy potatoes. So I would probably make that, and then I'll probably make like steak. I'll probably make homemade mashed potatoes because my homemade mashed potatoes is fire. And I'll probably do like green beans, and then Texas toast, store bought, not homemade. Although I could make some homemade.
Just
Texas
regular
with some cheese on top.
I was gonna say, okay, so with cheese,
challenging myself. I'm doing a homemade Texas toast because you know I can get the Texas toast from the store.
What do you mean homemade? Like you would make?
Go and get the bread and make it.
You would get like the yeast.
No, the loaf of bread. You know they have the Texas toast cut bread.
You gotta.
Yeah, and then I would just take that and I would make the.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Myself.
I thought you meant you would like.
No, I'm not making no goddamn bread.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's that girl name
you
on
make the bread.
Instagram or TikTok? The one who be making everything. She's like, my husband said he was craving a PB&J, so she gets the fucking peanuts out, make peanut butter, and get the berries out, make the jelly.
You don't think that was just some content?
Make the bread. No, I know it is.
You think she really makes peanut butter?
Yeah, it's done for the videos. They literally do it in the video.
I was gonna say, because as I'm her husband, I'm like, yo, it's taking forever
to get a goddamn peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You know, like literally, are you making like
yes?
Like if you don't go, here go $10, go get some peanut butter and jelly.
Whatever, and we go to a restaurant and they take too long. Like whenever I go to a restaurant and they taking too long, I'm just like, well, they must be out there catching a chicken, plucking it themselves, and skinning it and cutting it up. Because why the fuck is it taking so goddamn long to bring us our food?
That's why, as a husband, future husband, I would never require that much of you.
I would never do that.
I wouldn't want you to. Just in case you thought like, oh, I would make him a homemade.
You think I know how to make peanut butter?
I don't know.
No, I don't. I don't know how to make peanut butter. I barely probably know how to make jam. I have made apple butter before. It didn't come out the best. I have made homemade applesauce. Why are you laughing?
Sorry.
Apple butter?
No.
What were you thinking about?
Nothing. So you can barely make jam.
No, I need you to say what you had to say.
No, I would just
say what you said.
No, so you had said I can make jam or what did you?
Jam.
Okay, yeah, and I was just like, oh, it's gotta be jelly. Jam don't move like that. So that came into
a terrible joke.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you should have left that one inside.
You made me say it. I was gonna be quiet and
should have left that one inside.
Well, see what happens when you push. I told you.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah. Okay, so your go-to would be
probably like a full meal. So I'd probably like make steak, potatoes. I guess I couldn't make mashed potatoes if I'm roasting the potatoes.
Don't get me wrong. Potato is like my favorite.
Or twice baked potatoes. Twice baked potatoes are good. I love them. So maybe twice baked potatoes, steak, green beans, and homemade Texas toast.
Okay. So can I? What would you do with the green beans that would make them mwah, like just chef's kiss? Are you adding any flavor to them, or you just cooking green beans?
I'm just cooking green beans. I'm gonna put them on the grill with some salt and pepper.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't like overcooked vegetables. You know that I like my food. I like my vegetables, particularly like all my food, I guess, with a crunch.
Mm-hmm.
So I need a little when I bite into
Okay.
my green bean.
Now I will say with my green beans, well, most of my fruit, my little
Vegetable.
yeah, oh yeah, I said fruit, didn't I? Mm. Well, uh, what I actually tend to do, I add a little bit of garlic salt to it, so to give that little thing. And sometimes throw in some onion powder.
Oh, well, you're just talking about seasoning, yeah. So
I would
I
season it a
have
little bit.
nature seasoning, and that's my go-to for all of my vegetables.
You need seasoning salt.
No, nature seasoning is just fine.
You need seasoning salt.
Everything that's in seasoning salt is also in nature seasoning.
But you need Lawry's.
What's in seasoning salt? Go ahead, tell me.
There are ingredients.
What's in there? Go ahead, name them. Salt. We have salt. Pepper. We have pepper. Paprika. We also have paprika. Onion powder. We also have onion powder. Garlic powder. We also have garlic powder. Italian seasoning. We got that. We got rosemary. We got thyme. We got this. What else? What else is in there?
I don't know. I don't eat that.
See, you don't even salt or seasoning salt, and you advocating for seasoning salt.
Because that's what my mama's mama used.
Yes, but you know what Black people like to do? Black people like to use seasoning salt. Then they also like to then go back and put salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, everything else on top of that. And it's like, it's all in that.
Yeah, the seasoning salt is all of that. So they just not, the Black people you deal with just don't have all they seasoning in there.
Yeah, but why do you need it pre-mixed when you could just make it together? And nature's seasoning seasoning salt is pretty much the same thing. It just has less. It's not as much of the orange stuff in it.
So my only thing is just the brand, I guess, because if it's nature seasoning salt, I would just rather use.
It's Morton's, the one that I get.
Morton's. Okay.
Yeah.
Lawry's.
It's totally fine. I don't care. I like what I like, and I like just a little bit on my vegetables because it already has the salt, it already has the pepper, it already has the garlic powder in it.
I guess
those are my 3 holy grails in the kitchen anyway. So
no, and I want you to. I do get you. I'm just giving you a hard time because I do know your feelings.
You know my feelings about seasoning salt.
I do.
If you know how to cook, you don't have seasoning salt in your kitchen. But if you do, then you're not using it. It's there to please some Negroes who want to judge you in your kitchen.
And anybody judging you is just that's passed down from generations. So if you want to just if you want to go against your Black culture, that's fine. That's
okay. That can go part of the section where you can take my Black card because I don't have no Lawry's seasoning salt in my house.
Okay. Well, speaking of taking Black cards, what are some Black foods that you don't enjoy?
Macaroni and cheese.
And I
can't stand it.
I am
peach cobbler. Can't stand it.
What about apple pie?
I like apple pie.
Okay.
I like apple pie. I like cheesecake. I like chocolate cake. I like sweet potato pie. I just don't like peach cobbler. I don't really like peaches. So if that makes sense. Peaches aren't my favorite. Like even when we get like wine and it's peach flavor, it's just a little like a peach Faygo. Like all of it. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's a weird taste to it. I just don't like peaches.
No, because I've heard that before, but I know a lot of people who don't like peach cobbler also don't like apple pie, but they don't like a lot of
warm fruit.
Yeah, warm fruit. So it's just like okay, I can get that.
That's how I feel about cherries. I don't like warm like cherry pie. I don't like cherries. I definitely don't like cherry pie.
Because I do agree with you. Like I'm not a big cobbler fan or whatever, or even apple pie fan.
I could do a blueberry cobbler though.
I don't know. See, all of that. Like I'm not the biggest fan of fruit.
Pie.
Yeah, of pies. Like, yeah, I was gonna say like let's have cheesecake, but it's literally it's a cake.
No, cheesecake is a pie.
It's a cake. It's
Okay.
literally cheesecake,
It's a pie. It's in a pie crust.
but it's what? How did I'm sorry? What's the name of it? Again? What were we talking about?
It's a cheesecake pie.
It's cheese. What do you say?
Cheesecake pie.
Do we say cheesecake pie or do we say cheesecake
Pie.
when have you ever said that?
Yes.
You
I
said
said it right now.
you said give me no. So you
Give me a slice of that cheesecake.
we at your okay. So you just say
But it's
cheesecake.
considered a pie.
I don't consider it a pie.
What do you consider it?
I consider it a cake.
What cakes come in pie crust?
Cheesecake.
Okay, name another one.
Cake of cheese.
Exactly. There we go. Cheesecake is a pie. You can Google it.
All right, we're gonna do a poll for the watchers right now because we're gonna promote this episode. How many of y'all think cheesecake is a cake? How many of y'all think cheesecake is a pie? I'm sorry if I'm talking too close to the mic. Let me back.
You're good.
But yeah, no. Anyway, that's on that. Okay, so
What about you?
I do most stuff. I'm not a nigga, so I don't like the hardcore chitlins, pig feet. You know what I mean? I can do greens without the pork in it. You know, so just real nigga shit. I can go without, but other than that,
Are you a mustard greens or a collard greens kind of person?
like collards. But like I said, I can just do it without some of the extra stuff. Like I can do mustard green. But for the
So
most
dressing,
yes,
you eat it?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, all right. So actually, this brings up a pretty good question. What is there a difference between dressing and stuffing? I refer to both as the
I
same.
think no. So I think if I'm not mistaken, dressing is dry and stuffing is where they actually add like chicken broth or chicken stock to it. So it's like creamier, and then if that makes sense, like the texture is creamier.
Okay, so what's the one that they add like turkey to it, or they'll put like some turkey meat into
Both.
it?
Yeah. So for I think black people call it
dressing.
Dressing. Well, no, I take that back. Do black people call it dressing? Do black
That's pretty much that was pretty much what it is.
flip flopping it. So stuffing would be, I guess, for black people and for white people because it's more dry. Because stuffing and dressing is made out of cornbread, and it's usually like cornbread crumbled up, and then usually you add like onion and like different seasonings to it, and then you can add meat to it and kind of like mix it up. I don't know if they put it in the turkey or if they just put the turkey meat in there.
Okay, so I would go stuffing is probably white people.
Yeah. And then for us, you add chicken broth to it or chicken stock to it and you mix it all up. At least in my family, that's how we make
Okay.
it.
But because I know you said that, but sometimes so meat can go with both of them. Turkey turkey.
Yeah, so you can put turkey legs in there.
Well, I'll tell you what, would turkey count as like black?
Nah, anybody eat turkey.
Okay. I was gonna say because I don't really like turkey like that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like turkey because a lot of people overcook turkey and turkey ends up being dry because it's already a lean meat and people overbake it that's why I prefer deep fried.
Because there was one time like my mom really she made a really good and it was a juicy ass turkey and that was the best turkey ever. But other than that, like if it's not even the sandwich meat turkey, it's just like
it's dry. It's the way I feel about chicken breast. It's like it's just such a dry ass meat because it's so lean. It's little fat in there. Like if you don't cook it perfectly, you got 1 minute before it's overcooked, and then boom, that's it. It's a wrap. The whole thing gotta go in the garbage.
I know. So we really like Cardi B and Meg. We need some wet ass turkey.
Sure. Yes. Yes. We need wet. What?
What? Yeah. That's...
I'm glad you laughed.
I enjoyed that. Sorry. All right. Anyway, so yeah. So okay. So all right.
Why do we want it to be wet? We just want it to be moist.
I know, but the joke, wet ass
Yeah.
turkey. So yeah. Anyway, that joke would have been good about when did that song come out? Like,
Was it 2020?
was that 2020?
2019? I think it was before the pandemic, right? I
I
don't
feel
remember.
it was around that time.
I think it
so.
was 2018, 2019, 2020,
Yeah, was
somewhere
that?
around there. Yeah, it's been a while. I think that song is. Oh, you gonna look it up?
Yeah, I kind of want to look it
Go
up
ahead,
real quick.
Look it up real quick.
What do you? So we don't have no dead space. Go ahead and say that. Is there anything else?
I'm trying to think if there's any other foods as a black person that I don't like besides I don't like coleslaw, I don't like mac and cheese, I don't like peach cobbler. I definitely don't eat no fucking chitlins. So I think a lot of people don't eat chitlins. So I don't think I would lose my black card for that.
Nah, I honestly like
I hate ham, but I don't think ham is a black people. I think anybody can eat or dislike ham.
Ham is
2020.
WoW came out in 2020, so that would
go.
have been good 5 years ago. I think everybody, y'all would have been dying for that. No,
I don't think so, but maybe who knows? If we had a time traveling machine, we could go ahead and see.
they get that's a wet ass turkey. Anyway, no, like I said, now I will say ham. That is for Thanksgiving.
I know. I wish I would have known because I would have brought you ham back the other day. Because you like from that funeral I went to. There was so much ham left over, and not trying to give it away to anybody. If I would have known, I would have brought you home. It was giving away Ziplocs of ham.
We've only been dating a couple of years. How would you know I like it?
I didn't know you loved ham like that. I don't see you eating ham like that. Like things that I like, you know that I like them because I eat them. I don't see you being like, I'm gonna go and get me some ham.
All right. Well, I feel like ham is for like special occasions. Like that's
regular.
Ain't nobody just cooking a ham on a Thursday.
Not a Thursday, but like a Sunday night dinner. People make ham. We used to have ham different times of the year growing up.
Outside of
Thanksgiving or Christmas or Easter, yes.
Or Easter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We would get ham, green beans, and my mama would always. My mama loved to overcook green beans. She loved to overcook vegetables. So she put the I don't even know what they're called.
I don't know.
It's like turkey. I can't remember the part of the turkey, but she put the meat in there, and then she puts potatoes in there, and then she cooks the green beans, and we would have that and ham.
Like a casserole type of deal?
No, not mixed up together. I'm saying like in a pot, like after she cooks the green beans, and she puts meat in there, so she would like.
Oh, like pork?
No, because it wasn't pork; it was turkey.
She would put pork. Oh, I'm sorry. She would put turkey into the green beans.
Yeah, so she would cook turkey a little bit, and then she would put the turkey inside the pot where she was making the green beans. Then she would cut up potatoes, and she would put that in there. Okay. And everything would cook together, and the green beans would be gray and not green. Because you know how you cook for so long, kind of how like your broccoli look.
I still remember going to your family but I can't cook broccoli, so I don't really know nothing. I
just because the nutrients gets cooked out of vegetables when you overcook them.
I get it.
So that's why but I grew up eating overcooked vegetables. I won't die. It's just mushy. There's all the cellulose is broken down.
Well, now that I know that you like crunch, I can definitely make them better.
You steam mine up a little bit and you cook yours a little. Yeah. Yeah. We have a system worked out.
Yeah. Okay.
What's something that I've made for you, babe, that you didn't like?
What is something you made for me that I did not like?
Or I cooked for everybody? I know it's been a couple of times I've had some meals that's been a little flop because I've been trying new recipes.
I can't say. I don't really know. I don't know if you ever cooked anything I just didn't like. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I can't say that you ever cooked something for me that I didn't like or that wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Well, what was the least of something that I didn't like, but I'm pretty sure it was maybe something you cooked with vegetables that just didn't have no meat up in it. Like other than that,
Because the vegetables are supposed to have meat in it.
that's
It's the blackest thing ever. Like you didn't cook your vegetables with meat. It's,
well, no, not even like you
they're
didn't cook
supposed to be
it with
tainted
meat.
with meat.
Well, I'm not even. I understand how that sounds, but I'm just saying like you
I
know,
served you a vegetable and there was no meat
like you,
in the meal.
like yeah, you gave me like a vegetable medley. Like and actually I don't know if you have. I feel like you did. Like you just served me like a plate of vegetables that didn't
With
have.
nothing else?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I've never done that.
And that's what I mean. It's like, but I'm trying to think because I feel like you've done that.
I'm really specific about having a protein, a grain, a vegetable, and a bread. I'm all about making a complete meal. Like I'm not a meat and potatoes girl. I can't just do. I need a vegetable. I need some type of. I don't need a bread. I guess I should say because I can definitely skip a bread. But if I'm gonna make a complete meal, I'm gonna have like a croissant or a biscuit or some type of bread in there.
I get you, and I believe you on that. I think like one time a couple of summers ago, maybe I feel like you gave me a bowl of vegetables.
Maybe I was trying to hint at you.
Calling me fat.
Eat some vegetables.
This is what. Well, no, because I would make Well,
Oh, what was it that you made and you called it jump? Oh, when you made dirty rice and you said it was
my
jambalaya.
jambalaya. You was hating on my jambalaya.
It wasn't
It
jambalaya.
was. There was sausage, rice, and others.
That is not jambalaya.
What is incorporated to make it a jambalaya?
So jambalaya is pretty much you have to have vegetables in there. So usually you're gonna cut up like some onion.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Keep going. My bad. I interrupted.
What were you about to say? Because you're trying to steal some of my ingredients to add it to yours that you really didn't add in there.
Maybe I was gonna say something, but
you thought did you have some? You did not. What did you put in there? I remember you sent me a. Did you send me a picture? I can't remember. I know you described it to me.
I feel like
and I was like, that sounds like dirty rice. And you were like, no, it's jambalaya. And I was like, or you was like jambalaya or gumbo, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, gumbo is a soup.
Okay, so yes,
Jambalaya is similar to dirty rice, but dirty rice is like meat and then rice. The dirt is considered the meat.
So I made a jambalaya.
No, you made dirty rice.
With sausage?
Did you have sausage in
there? Yeah.
What kind of sausage?
The long ones look like penis shape. What would you call that?
The andouille sausage? Yeah, andouille sausage or smoked sausage. Is that what you?
There we go. Let's go smoked sausage.
I don't think so. I thought you had like ground beef or something. You had like some leftover.
Oh, there was ground beef in there as well, but there was sausage too.
It was too far. It sounds terrible. You incorporated ground beef and smoked sausage in the same meal.
With jambalaya. That's how you make a jambalaya. Yeah. So I
should make jambalaya now that we're talking about it.
I can make my son enjoyed it. He liked it.
You don't know no better. That poor thing. He don't know no better.
He enjoyed it.
He ain't had no choice. He grew up eating your cooking, and he was either that or starved. So he don't know any better.
Man, you can't be a hater all your life. Okay.
All right, what else we got to talk about? Oh, let's talk about restaurants. Okay. So, are there any like restaurants you've been to where like the food was just really good or really bad, like you would just never go back?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I've ever had like a really bad uh restaurant, like a restaurant that served really bad food.
I got one.
I've had restaurants that serve like, oh, this is okay, but I've never had something where it was just like, oh, this is disgusting. You know, I think the worst experience I ever had was they brought me my food out and it was cold.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, this has been sitting. Y'all should have bought me this out 10 minutes ago. But even then, like, because I think it was like some wings or something. So,
Yeah.
I'm not fancy or nothing. But yeah, I've had some really good. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, my favorite restaurant is not really a restaurant. It's just found in the mall. Uh,
Are you talking about the steak?
great steak.
That's your favorite restaurant?
That I will stop.
When was the last time you've been besides Mall of America?
Yeah, I went when I went to go see my niece and my brother.
Oh, you had it. Where is it?
It's
You at the
in
mall?
it's in the mall over there. Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to the mall, got me a great steak, left the mall, and then went to go watch my niece.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that is truthfully that's my that's why I try not to have it a lot so it doesn't get ruined. But that is my I don't want to do chef's kiss no more. That's my Taj Mahal. You know what I mean? So that's
That's the greatest food you've ever eaten.
that hands down, it don't miss.
It don't matter where you go, it's always good. Every location, they've never messed up. They've never.
It's never.
Now, what do you get? Is it like a sandwich?
It's literally called the Great Steak.
But what is that?
It's a sandwich. It's like a kind of like a Philly cheese steak.
Oh, so it is a sandwich.
Yeah, it's a sandwich. Yeah. But it's just yeah.
Is it cheese and onion and pepper on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I don't sauce on there or anything?
I don't know if there's pepper on there. It's something with the mayo, the bread, the meat, the onion, the cheese. Whatever they do to it while they cooking it up is like I'm actually this gotta be rated R. This is very, very, very good.
Is that good?
It's so good. Like that is my like I said. When we went to Mall of America, I got it, and then like I said, I don't all the time, but
you used to live down the street from it. And you used to eat it how often? Then?
It hasn't. I didn't. You ever have something like I don't want to ruin.
So you don't try and eat it too much.
So yeah, I don't eat it too much because.
So out of a year, how many times did you say? Like maybe 6 times a year? Or is that too many?
6 is probably the perfect number. I would say yeah. I probably go like 6 times a year.
Okay.
And that's like I said, I don't want to ruin it. And it's just like but it's 10 out of 10 every time. That is my spot. And I haven't really had a bad, like I want to say, like Applebee's or something.
Yeah.
I think that's where they brought my food out and it was cold. But they got the drink deal, so it's just like I'm really here for $2 drinks during that happy hour. So that's like my worst food experience. But I'm not really here for the food right now. I'm just here so I don't throw up. Yeah, I mean,
What?
$2.
You throw up?
Because it's $2 drinks.
They gonna make you sick?
That's 9 drinks for $20.
Oh, that's what you mean. Like you're gonna just drink a bunch of drinks.
I'm here for the alcohol. The food is just so I coat my stomach.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But what about you?
So, one restaurant that I have given 3 opportunities now to, and they have messed up is Margaritaville.
I'm sorry, I got on that, but
go ahead.
I don't want to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry. You know what? Chipotle.
You don't like Chipotle?
I like Chipotle, but I don't like Chipotle really. Like I think it's overrated. I think they don't give you enough meat, or if they do, they try to, or if to just get the right amount of meat, they gotta charge you more, and I hate them for that. So I Chipotle, I will say,
It's your least favorite.
Yeah, it's just because they're like stingy with their ingredients, and it's just like I should have just went to
somewhere else.
Yeah, to get a burrito. All right. Anyway, so you get
My least
Margaritaville.
favorite is Margaritaville, and only because their food does not have any flavor. The first time I had it was when I was in Panama City. I can't remember exactly what I got, but it was not good. It was disgusting. Their drinks are good, but the food was disgusting. And then when I went to Universal, what was that, 2 years ago? My son ended up picking to go to Margaritaville. I had the jambalaya that time. Not good. It was terrible.
Should have had mine.
It was not good. It was terrible. And then we went last year for his birthday. Remember we were at Mall of America? He ended up picking Margaritaville. And I was like really upset because I'm like, I know I'm not going to like it. I'm like, I'm going to hate whatever I get. And again, it was just so lackluster and really disappointing. The food is just flavorless to me. They don't know what seasoning is in those kitchens. I don't understand.
Can I just say, why would you go to Margaritaville and order jambalaya?
Because it's on the menu and it says it's one of their well-known, like when you look on there, like for, how they put like popular dishes. Apparently the jambalaya is one of the popular ones. And I was just like, I guess I would try it. And it didn't have any flavor. It was no flavor. None. It was just rice and meat. And that was it. I was just like, okay. So a waste of my money. Like I ended up wrapping it up and taking it home, or not home, but taking it back to the hotel room and leaving it in the refrigerator, and that's where it died. So yeah, not good at all. Best food I've ever had in my whole entire life: Anita's gelato in Puerto Rico. That gelato, to this day, I'm going to talk about it even when I'm an old lady until I can get back there again and have it again. I think the closest one is New York to us. But it's so fucking good. It's amazing. I had like chocolate. I can't remember the exact flavor. I did take a picture of it and I do have a TikTok about it. But Anita's gelato, fucking superb.
Even with the little girl who tried to cough?
I don't care about that little girl. I'm talking about the quality of their fucking gelato.
Was it that good?
It was so good. I have dreams about that gelato still. It was amazing. Like, my only regret is that we did not go back right before we left. That's my only regret. We should have went back and we should have had one more little cup of gelato.
We had time.
We didn't have time that last day because we went across the street and we had kind of bad service, I felt like, at that restaurant.
Well, they were just opening.
I don't care. They still felt kind of rude. But anyways, we should have had gelato there. So I'm definitely, if I go back to Puerto Rico again, which I will be going back. So whenever I go back, Anita's gelato will be had multiple times while I'm there. Yeah. I'm trying to think of any other restaurants that are like go-tos of mine. That's like a fast food.
Well, I would just say even just like your best like meal, because that was just like gelato. So what about food wise, your protein, your all of that?
That's what I'm trying to think about. I love Cooper's Hawk. Their churrasco steak is amazing. It's always really good. I'm trying to think where I've had like really good like tacos or like Mexican food. Fat Rosie's wasn't bad. My burrito tacos really weren't that bad. They were pretty good. Taco Dale actually has really good burrito tacos too. They're just fucking expensive. I just hate going. It's like 20s. Well, I mean, Fat Rosie's was too. It was like $20-something for burrito tacos. But
well, that's that's more recent. Like that was like the last couple of weeks.
Right, but Cooper's Hawk. I've been to Cooper's Hawk several times. I've never gone there and had bad food when I've gone to Cooper's Hawk. I'm trying to think where else I've gone and had really, where I was just like, wow, this is so good. I know it's been places, but I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
I get you. I just thought another one. Texas
Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Okay, yeah. Well, Texas and Longhorn.
Oh, I've never been to Longhorn.
Okay, yeah, no, those. If you ask for your steak cooked the right way, they cook your steak the right way. But that's, like I said, that's one of the things, that's steak and potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can get a side of broccoli or whatever. But I'm not there for the broccoli.
I love broccoli.
I love broccoli too. There was some butter on that, garlic, onion powder.
Yeah, some seasoning. I'm not against seasoning on vegetables, Dave. I'm against overcooking vegetables. Those are two different things. You can season a vegetable. You don't have to overcook it.
But you season them and overcook them. It just
It's
melts.
mush.
It just melts in your mouth.
It's mushy though.
It melts in your mouth.
I don't want my vegetables to melt in my mouth.
Yes, you do. You want all your food.
No, I don't. I want it to be. So you want garlic bread to melt in your mouth?
Yes, that means it's good. It's good. It's just like
You want hash browns to melt in your mouth?
I mean,
Or a French fry?
Pause on all of this, but yeah.
Why are you saying pause?
Because I don't like the way we said melt in your mouth like that. So big pause.
You brought this scenario up. You say you wanted the vegetables to melt in your mouth.
Exactly.
This is you.
But then
I said I like a crunch. I want to chew my vegetables.
I get you on that. I'm just saying, for me, I just want to say pause, just in case. You know how homophobic the world can be. So I just want to say a big pause.
I don't understand, but okay. I have several thoughts, but let's move on.
Okay. So, so we got your favorite restaurants.
Yeah.
And there's something me and you don't agree on is having food apps.
Food apps, yes. So I'm trying to think how many I have on there. Okay, for sure I have McDonald's. I have Domino's. I have Panda Express, Noodles and Company, Z Eats, Home Run Inn, Dunkin', Starbucks, Wendy's. I have Jewel. I have Mariano's. I have Meyer. I'm trying to think what else do I have on there that's for food or like grocery shopping. I have Target. I don't really get a lot of groceries. I haven't shopped at Target actually since we banned them. But I usually didn't get groceries at Target anyway. I have Walmart. I'm trying to think what else.
Way too many.
But I be having good deals.
And this is why your phone don't have no storage.
No, my phone has excellent storage. Don't say that about my phone.
I take a regular picture.
Take a regular picture.
Okay.
Plenty of storage on this phone. Sure. This is a Samsung Galaxy. We don't have storage limits like iPhones. Sure. You're literally saying something you have no information about. You're just like pulling it out of your ass right now.
First of all, I have worked for Best Buy Geek Squad.
What year?
2012.
Show me the proof. Because you're lying. You've never mentioned working for no goddamn Best Buy, let alone Geek Squad. I would assume you need to be qualified to work for Geek Squad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. There we go. That's what I thought.
Okay. What other apps? So you said Walmart.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other food apps. I have a ton. Let me pull them out. Because I have my apps organized.
I will say I can go. I got.
I'm sorry. Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Crumble, Domino's, DoorDash, Dunkin', Grubhub, Home Run Inn, IHOP.
Home Run Inn and when was the last time you been to any one of those?
Home Run Inn?
Yeah.
I order from Home Run Inn all the time for my job for Woodridge because Woodridge is right across the street from the dairy and Home Run Inn. Mm-hmm. So Thanksgiving, our Christmas parties, I order.
When's
pizza.
The last time you ordered from there?
Home Run Inn?
Yeah.
Christmas. 2024. I will order for us here, but they won't deliver to us. We have to go pick it up. So that's why I always order beggars. Home Run Inn will not deliver to us. Otherwise, I will order from them. But IHOP, McDonald's, Noodles, Panda Express, Panera. I forgot about Panera. Popeyes, Red Lobster, Starbucks, Wendy's, Wingstop, and Z Eats. Yeah. Okay. So I got a good amount of apps. And they be having really good deals on there. Good perks. That's only for people who have the app. So I used to live on my Dunkin' app. Like that's how I got free coffees and everything else. So
And
I haven't had coffee. So
I have Domino's, Wendy's, DoorDash. I don't know. I'm not sure if I have another one, but that's pretty much it.
hmm
But it's just me personally. I just refuse to have those apps on my phone.
I heard Burger King's got a really good one. This lady at work told me, and then I think Arby's may have one. Did you know that Arby's has like this hash brown thing that's back? I don't even eat Arby's.
Arby's is actually good. It's so underrated.
Try their hash browns because my one lady told me the other day, told me about her Burger King app. She was telling me that the hash browns are like super crispy, and it kind of reminded me when we were in San Antonio. You know how you had those perfect crispy triangle hash browns.
The outdoor spot.
No, we were in. It was indoor. It was at that one that you said looked like a Beyonce video.
Where they were playing the brunch spot
Yeah.
at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, that one spot. They had the perfectly made hash brown, and I'm picturing that that's what they look like. So I was like, oh, I gotta go. I don't even eat fucking Arby's. I can't tell you last time I had Arby's.
Arby's is fire.
I haven't had them in a long time. I used to eat them when I lived in Macomb
Mm.
because they had an Arby's that was right across the street from Walmart and like right down the street from where I used to teach. So I could like run through their drive-thru, but I would only get curly fries. I would just get the curly fries with mozzarella sticks. Mozzarella sticks or curly fries. Those are the only things that I would get whenever I would go to Arby's.
No.
So I haven't had an actual sandwich from them in a long time.
I was saying like they don't get they like roast beef sandwiches or anything like that. But when Good Burger 2 came out and they had the Good Burger there, they had the Good Burger meal. That was fire.
It was a cheeseburger?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they did it. They had they had that. They had the special sauce on it. They have a gyro, which was or gyro. I'm not sure which one you say.
Gyro.
Okay. They had that. That's pretty good. Especially they had they like 2 for $6 deal, and it's just like yes. And then they had like this like steak roast beef sandwich, which was good. And it was just like yeah, it's like like I said that now those a lot of that stuff was more on their like expensive side, but it was like the meal was maybe like $12 or something, but worth it. Now, like I said, if you get their like ham, because I tried their like I'll get their ham and cheddar. Yeah. But if you get they hot burger stuff, steakhouse sandwich, whatever I can't remember the name. I think it was steakhouse sandwich.
Good.
So good. And the curly fries. And they got mozzarella stick. So it was just like, yeah. I fuck with Arby's and I understand. Like I said, I don't know how they're still in business, but I'm glad that they're still in business.
I think Arby's does really well. The other restaurant that I really like, I've never gone and had a bad experience, is McAllister's, and I actually have not. I need to go more often.
It's another sandwich, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like Panera.
Okay.
So I used to eat there all the time when I lived in Macomb. Like me and Tristan would go all the time. Like their lemonades are so good, like amazing. If you like sweet tea, I don't know. Do you like sweet tea?
Yeah.
Then you would like their sweet teas too. I don't drink tea, but their lemonades are fucking good. In the end, their soup is good. The sandwiches, they have spuds, so like baked potatoes, salads, and then they have like the ultimate nachos. And I used to order that to go because they would assemble everything separate, and then you can take it home and put it together yourself, which I really like. Versus if they make it together, because they a little stingy on the ingredients if they make it for you in the restaurant. So, yeah.
Now I will say because you got the app for it. One of the best teas I've had is Panera's green tea. That like me and my son we went like on one of the days I went to like take him out for dinner. We went to Panera and it was like the first time I've had that green tea and I was like, this can't be healthy. This cannot be.
Is it full of sugar?
You know what? I don't know.
Is it a sweet tea?
It was they called it a green tea.
Right, but is it sweet?
It was sweet, yes.
Yeah, so it's a sweet tea.
but it was green. I don't know if you can have a sweet green tea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think generally tea can be made out of it could be a white tea, a green tea, a black tea. It's just, if you put sugar in there.
I don't know. Whatever it was so good. Like it was like I said, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it wasn't like green tea because I imagine green tea is just you just tea bag green tea in some hot water and then you drink it and
It's
you're
all
like
tea. So it's
minute.
either unsweetened or sweetened. Because traditionally, I think, like, if you go to, like, a McDonald's or something like that, I think they just make it with black tea. I think it's black tea bags, and then they add the sugar in there to make it sweet, or they add flavor, like, if you do, like, a peach tea, or I don't know what other I don't drink tea, so I can't tell you what other flavor they make. So,
You know?
yeah, I don't get down with tea. I'm not a sweet tea or unsweetened tea person. I don't want it. Only I associate tea with being sick, so if I'm gonna have tea, it's gonna have like a cough drop in there, and I'm sipping it because I got a sore throat.
Well, that's why that's why I actually put ginger ale with like if you drink ginger ale, you're probably sick. You
You
know.
associate it with being sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some people love them some ginger ale.
Mm-hmm.
They be drinking it up.
I'm with you. But while we're on the topic of out of the ordinary weird stuff, um, have you ever heard like what's like one of the like weirdest foods you've ever heard of?
I want to ask you actually, do you know what this is? Do you know what a Rocky Mountain oyster is?
What is a Rocky Mountain
I want you
oyster?
to tell me what you think it is.
I feel like it's some kind of seafood found in Colorado.
You think it's why Colorado?
Rocky Mountain.
Is Rocky Mountains only in Colorado?
Aren't the Rocky Mountains in Colorado?
Oh, I don't know. I thought that they went through like a lot of the West Coast.
Do they go through I don't know. I put Rocky Mountains with Colorado. Are they not just part of
Uh,
Colorado?
I'm bad at geography, so I thought that they went into California
Yeah.
too, and maybe Nevada. But I don't
Let's find out.
what's the Rocky Mountain?
What states are the Rocky Mountains? Rocky Mountains, Canada. Oh wait, okay, Washington, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico.
Oh, okay, so no California.
No
I wonder
California.
what. I guess then you drive through the mountains to get to California. I don't know why I thought there were some mountains in California.
There are mountains in California.
They're just not the Rocky
They're
Mountains.
just not the Rocky Mountains.
Because I always heard people driving specifically from Illinois saying they have to drive through mountains to get to California. I've never been to the West Coast, so I have no idea.
I'm sure there is, but and I'm sure you probably gotta go through the Rockies, but I'm sure you pass through Colorado. Now I'm with you on the geography because I'm trying to find where is California.
California is all the way on the coast.
Not California. I'm sorry, Colorado.
Colorado is a little bit north and a little bit east of that.
That's what I'm saying. But you see, I'm looking at the map and I'm not really sure because I see Minnesota, Montana, Wyoming.
You see where Nevada is?
Yeah,
it should be right about.
That's Idaho, ain't it?
No, Idaho should be next.
What's this? What's this ID? You see where it says ID?
That's Idaho.
That's what I'm saying. So where's Colorado?
So Colorado should be next to Utah.
Oh, I don't even see Utah on here.
I think the United
here's
States.
Utah. Oh, this is Colorado right here?
If I'm not mistaken.
Underneath Wyoming? This is, first of all, this is crazy. This, because we both, at the very least, I'm not going to say college, but we both have high school diplomas.
I have a college degree.
I know you have that, but we both. So it's underneath Wyoming. Yeah. So the United States is
Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. All four of them touch.
Okay, that's fine, but I'm just saying the United States on this map was covering up Colorado. And so I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is Colorado right here because I
Yeah.
don't know. So okay, yeah. So this is Colorado right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's why I figured seafood found in Colorado because I know the Rocky Mountains are
Because
Colorado.
Colorado is close to the ocean.
No, it's completely landlocked.
Right. So where you get the seafood?
Oysters.
Right. But specifically Colorado.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Colorado.
Rocky Mountains put you to
Colorado.
Colorado, and you
then
said
oysters put me at the
means
seafood.
So you think it's Colorado seafood?
So pretty much, I think it's Colorado oysters. So oysters only found in Colorado.
Oh no, so it's actually testicles that are deep fried. I believe they're from a bull.
What I was gonna say? Bull testicles? Why? Why
I
are they?
believe so.
Why are they giving that name?
Because we're Rocky Mountain oysters.
Because our balls. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, it's deep fried bull testicles. It's like a meatball. They take testicles and then they bread it and deep fry it and they shrivel up.
And what part of the world are they eating this in?
The United States.
All over?
I guess so.
Because I've never heard of this meal, and I'm glad I've never seen it on any menu.
You wouldn't try it?
I would leave that restaurant immediately.
Why?
Because they have just. I don't want bull testicles next to my steak.
Why would it be next to your steak specifically?
I feel like there's a loose ball.
A loose ball rolling around somewhere?
Rolling around. Mm-hmm.
Just free, and you think they're going to serve that to people?
And I think, yeah.
You think they're going to let the loose ball touch your steak?
I don't want a semen-filled ball next to my
It's not
steak.
semen filled.
How do we know?
Because it's dried out. I don't think, I mean, it's not on the body. It's cut off.
Exactly. Where does the semen go?
It dies and it gets absorbed into the tissue.
So the semen is in the tissue.
It's dead though, so it no longer exists.
So when I die, do I cease to exist?
Yes, that's literally what happens. Absolutely, 100%.
You ever answer? You ever ask a question and answer it while you ask?
Yes, that's exactly what happens when you die. You cease to exist. Yes, I'm glad we both can conclude that, and that's exactly what happens to the sperm.
Yeah, nah, I feel a different way about semen. But yeah, and they just serving this out in the world. Yeah,
that's okay. I mean, you don't have to eat it. It's just a weird food I discovered that exists.
So, what other weird foods are you aware of?
I don't know. You have my list covered. I can't see it.
Oh, right.
Oh, I think the other one that I said was Minnesota sushi. Have you ever heard of that?
Okay, so yeah, all right. So when you told me this stuff, I thought it was literally just seafood found in that state. Why is it not?
No, it is a Midwestern. Some people call it St. Louis sushi, and other people call it Minnesota sushi.
Okay, what is it?
So I'll read you what it is. It is deli ham, dill pickles, and cream cheese rolled up. So pretty much what they do is they put the pickle in the middle. They have cream cheese around it, and then the ham is wrapped around that. And it is considered Minnesota sushi. Would you eat that?
So, all right.
You like ham?
I like ham. I like
cream cheese. Two of your favorite things in one dish.
And I'm cool. I would try it, but I'm not gonna like all the flavors together are not hitting me how I think maybe it will. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to taste it.
I'm trying to figure out what it would taste like.
I'm trying to figure out what it would taste like
Maybe you have to make it. You can get you just
Yeah.
get you like a dill pickle, and then you get you some cream cheese and you rub it all around there, and then you get you some ham and wrap it up, and then you just cut it like a sushi roll.
So
Yeah,
okay, so the sushi roll is just because they cut it.
because it's wrapped. Because you know how a
Oh,
sushi.
and the ham is
Yeah,
the wrap.
yeah. So
Mm.
instead of it being wrapped in the rice with the meat in the middle,
And what level of poverty am I?
it's a Midwestern
I've
thing,
never heard of
a
this.
Minnesota thing.
I'm from the Midwest. I've never heard of this. Have you heard of this before today?
Yeah, I have actually. I've never
You tried
had
it?
it. No,
Okay.
no, no. I've never eaten it because I don't like ham.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think I would like cream cheese and pickles together, but I don't know. I
Have,
could be wrong.
can I ask real quick? Have you ever liked ham, or is just like from the very first time you had it, it was just like nah?
I used to eat ham when I was little, but once I stopped eating pork, like there are certain things that are pork that I can still eat. But like I don't like ham at all. Like the smell of ham smells like animal to me, if that makes sense. It smells like pig.
Even when they put the 7 Up on it?
Oh, 7 Up.
Yeah.
Put 7 Up on ham.
Is it like a Christmas ham or a Thanksgiving ham?
Somebody's putting 7 Up on ham?
Yes.
Why?
For flavor. You ain't
What? Wait, talk me through this.
the
I
ham
need
with
to know where
I'm not talking about sandwich ham or whatever.
so you
I'm
talking
talking about
about
like
the
a
baked
a
ham.
baked ham. Like even like with the honey and the 7 Up and the flavoring. You never had that?
No, I've never. No,
Maybe you should try that.
no. That sounds terrible.
No,
Why would I want lemon lime flavored ham?
it helps with the flavor, the lemon, lime, and the honey together on the ham.
Oh no. So when I was younger, the way that I've seen ham made is that they actually rub it down in mustard, and then they put like a brown sugar
Okay.
on top of it.
Okay, you got me
Like
back.
a brown sugar mixture on top of it. Or there's like the ham glaze stuff that they put on top.
Okay, you got
That's
me
it. Those are the only two things I've never seen anybody use 7 Up.
when they
So what do? They dip the ham in 7 Up?
So
you like
you-
use a whole
you pour
bottle
the-
of 7 Up?
so you pour. I want to say. Oh
This
my
is
god!
sounds
And I hope I'm not.
terrible.
And I truly hope I'm not like messing this up. You put pineapple juice and 7 Up, and then you bake the ham for like I said, and you
I
can
know
even do
pineapple. Yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense.
and 7 Up.
I've never heard of the pineapple or the 7 Up part,
Oh yeah.
but maybe it's good.
It is, and then
people
you know,
eat
say
ham.
they do the glaze. Well, I think you do the glaze afterwards, but you bake it, and it bakes for like 5, 6, 7 hours.
Yeah, however many pounds it is.
Yeah. And yeah, you just do it like that. But okay. So I didn't know you never heard of that. Okay.
Nah, but yeah, like I said, like we've done like the mustard, the brown sugar, and then like you put the pineapple like on the outside
Yeah.
of it. Yeah, we've done that too. Yeah, but I've never seen anybody use 7 Up to make.
Talk to your parents and
ham.
ask them if
I'm gonna ask my dad. 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah, he's usually the one who makes the ham.
Yeah. Ask him
so.
if he ever uses 7 Up in there. Okay. So Minnesota sushi, which I ain't gonna hold you, sound like some of the ghettoest food I've ever heard of. That sound like we need to make a meal. All I got is some ham, cream cheese, and a pickle.
Yeah, and then they just decide. I think they probably have it at like cookouts and shit.
What? Who?
White
I ain't never.
people.
Oh,
Like you go to like.
okay. So you think this is more of a white people dish?
I don't know specifically. I've never had it. I've never gone to any family outings where they've had it. So I have to assume that this is for the whiter skinned people. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But something I do know that black people eat spam.
Mm.
How do you feel about spam?
I got money now. There's no reason for me to ever.
Oh, somebody who was okay eating ramen noodles. You too good for spam.
First of all, spam comes it's meat in the can. Ramen noodles are at least in a bag and are wrapped. It's just it's like you ever have
It's
Vienna?
canned meat.
Yeah, Vienna sausages.
Mm-hmm. Disgusting.
Which actually Vienna sausages are actually kind of good. I ain't gonna
no.
hold you. But Spam, no, because it don't even taste like meat. It tastes like can. Like
I don't know. So when I was little, I actually didn't mind it because it's so salty. Like the content is so salty, and we would have it for breakfast, like spam and eggs and rice. Like when I used to go to my grandparents. Both of my grandparents are from Mississippi, so it's a very southern country, old people type of meal. Same thing with Vienna sausage. Like there's no way I would eat no goddamn Vienna sausage. But when I was younger, like a
today,
kid, absolutely not.
when
Not
they
even when I was little, I would eat Vienna sausage. Nasty. But my grandfather loved fucking Vienna sausages.
yeah, put them with some crackers.
Yeah, no, it's a no for me. But he liked it. So I always associate Vienna sausage and like spam with like old people.
Yes, 100%. I've because my dad used to he kept
Eat the
kept
shit out of some spam or Vienna sausage.
both. And even like the labeling, like it just says, I want to say it just says spam, and it was just blue, a blue label. It just says spam. And it showed meat coming out of a can, and it's just like whatever. But I would get down on some Vienna sausage. That was my jammy jam.
Ooh, what about pork and beans?
I get down with it. Yeah.
I used to eat that when I was little, but I fucking hate beans. Still to this day, I don't like beans. I don't like any kind of beans.
When you eat them, were they sweet though? If you had the right sweet
I don't like beans.
and the hot dog?
Yeah, no, I don't like beans. So I never liked it as a kid, and I used to get forced to eat beans all the time. And now as an adult, I don't eat beans, except for when I make chili, and I only put 1 can of chili, like kidney beans in there. That's it. 1 can, very little, just enough. Like black eyed peas, lima beans, pinto beans, none of that. I can't eat none of that shit.
Yeah.
Blech.
Really?
Red beans and rice, I don't like it.
Disgusting. I'm cool with you on like something, but
or baked beans. Like, do you like baked beans?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like baked beans.
Yeah, I was about to kind of agree with you, but nah. Now the more that you bring, I'm like, nah, I would get down on some. Maybe not black eyed pea. But the rest sounds great.
You like lima beans?
If they made right, seasoned right.
And you eat red beans and rice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like beans. It's a mush. It's like, it's a texture thing for me. I don't know.
I can get down with some beans if we do it right. Yeah.
Neck bones.
In the beef?
No, for red beans and rice. That reminds me when I was little, because that used to be one of the meals that we would have. Red beans and rice with neck bones. Times have changed.
I was gonna say, yeah, I know. I say, look at you now.
Our kids will never have to suffer.
I hear about to eat all the poor foods.
You eat neck bones?
I mean, I don't go out my way, but I'll eat them. Yeah.
No.
Like I said, you forget, like, and me and my brother play about this all the time. I think he was there when we were talking about how we used to eat, or how, well, you could eat, like my aunt used to have powdered milk, which was a powder that you add water to so you can make milk. And if you don't stir it enough, you was eating your milk. And then on top of that, you had to add sugar to the milk so it could have flavor.
Otherwise, it was just water.
Otherwise, it was just white.
I don't like milk.
I ain't doing that. Milk made me gassy at this age. Like, big. Like, I had a bowl of cereal the other day, and I thought you was going to be mad at me.
No, I don't like milk. I've never liked milk, so it's just one.
When the last time you had a glass of
milk?
milk?
I've never drank milk
really?
just to drink it. If I've had it, it's been by force.
So
when I was younger, when we used to have cereal for breakfast, like before we go to school, I would put the least amount of milk in mine so that it would get sweet from the cereal, and then I would just have like very little bit left in my bowl. I wouldn't have to like drink at the end because at the end you gotta drink
the
that
milk,
damn
yeah.
milk up. When I used to go to my grandparents' house, they used to have these bowls with these straws on there, and they used to fill it up with milk and then make us
drink all
the milk. And I'm like, come out, grow up nice and strong. We know goddamn cows. I know goddamn calf.
Now, I know you don't want to get political in this episode, but can I just say that probably was the biggest scam ever, is that whole food pyramid thing.
Yeah, I just read something about that, about bacon. Bacon and eggs wasn't a thing until I can't remember what year it was, because they were trying to get people to buy more bacon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And milk is the same way.
Yeah, because it was like, I remember the ads, and like I was watching another podcast and they were talking about this, and it was just like, just got milk. There was no brand or anything.
It got milk, and it was just the milk mustache, and
make your milk strong,
and it's all a lie.
And it was just like, no, we just trying to get y'all to buy milk. Yeah. And once again, like I said, it wasn't no particular brand. It was like, come get this type of milk or this.
No, it was just milk.
All milk. Mm-hmm. This is the dairy farmers of America.
Yeah.
It was just buy milk.
They were trying to get people to buy more milk.
And you need to drink this much milk a day and all of that. And
now half of the population or more probably are allergic to milk because we're not meant to digest lactate. So, or lactose, whatever it is. And it's like, we're not cows.
And actually we about to go down this rabbit hole. You ever think about the first person that like was aware of
that discovered that cows
produce milk?
I'm assuming that it's the same way we nurse our kids. So it's like they had a cow, the cow had a baby, the cow is nursing, and then they were like, oh, maybe we can use the milk
from a cow.
The same way with goat's milk.
Do you really think that's how somebody found out, or do you think somebody was being a little weird?
I don't think so. I think, honestly, I mean, I know people like to make the jokes, so how did people figure it out? They must have been doing something weird, but it's like, really, milk. So you weren't taking it out of a titty of a woman, so obviously you had to figure out how to get it from somewhere, and they figure like, oh, we have this milk, if you let it sit out and turn it or whatever, it turns into butter, or you can pasteurize it, turns it into milk, or you can make it into buttermilk.
But how do you think they were like, oh, let me drink this? You know what I mean?
It's the same way that they discovered we could eat wheat or eat corn, or,
Isn't corn man-made, isn't it?
I don't know. But either way, no, I don't think so.
I think corn is man-made. Because that's why your body can't, like, digest.
Oh, okay. I know broccoli is man-made.
Right, that too.
I know corn's been around for centuries.
Yeah, days.
Yeah. So I was like, I thought it would just grew naturally, but it could have been created back then. I don't know. But either way it goes, it's the same thing with anything. It's like, how did we discover that you could eat certain parts of a pig and fry it up?
That's what I'm saying.
People just started experimenting.
And this is, and you bring it to the point. This is why we need weirdos. All right, because somebody got to figure this out. Because at some point, somebody bit a pig and they was like, yuck. But then they was like, well, here's a fire and here's that pig. Let me put it together.
My only thing is, why were pigs and goats the only, or sorry, not pigs, cows and goats the only ones that were milked? Why weren't like horses milked or
cockroach milk?
Cockroaches aren't mammals. Only mammals make milk, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I knew you didn't know that.
Whales?
Whales are mammals. Yes.
They make milk?
Yes.
You want some whale milk?
We could have. I mean, obviously, it's a lot harder to catch and milk a whale. But I'm just saying, like, pig milk, horse.
There's horse, or
they're all mammals. They all feed their babies the same way. They all got nipples. The babies nurse off of them the same way.
Nipples? Wait. I got nipples. Can you milk me?
You're not a man, or you're not a female. You're a man, so you don't lactate.
First of all, that's me, Falco's reference. He was like, I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Oh, yeah. Robert De Niro, right?
Yeah. Because cats milk.
Yeah. But yeah, cats, dogs. Like, why weren't we milking them? and getting their milk and pasteurizing their milk.
And this is why I say shout out to the weirdos, because they didn't want to do it with house animals, so they said cow, farm animals. Yeah, they said farm animals, and then somebody. Anyway, that's just my thing, because I know how people get down.
I'll stick with my almond milk because that's usually my go-to if I'm gonna have if I'm gonna make like a shake or something like that. I usually get like almond milk.
Actually. Anyway, we went way off topic.
No, I don't think so. I mean, we want to talk about food today, so I feel like we definitely stayed on topic talking about food. Anything else you want to talk about, or?
Well, I wanted to go into, but I done left the page and everything for it. Because there's a lot of restaurants that have these like bug influenced dishes, and that's their like specialty. So they'll like have like
like chocolate covered cockroaches or something? Or
not even that. Well, yeah, they'll have like chocolate covered ants, or you know what I'm saying, or they'll put ants into their steak
salad
or potatoes or something. You know what I mean?
What kind of bugs do they have?
So it's all like insect type. Well, I guess insects, bugs, kind of same thing. But cicadas, ants, flies.
Ooh, a fly?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a specific type of fly. There's not all flies, because that's why they don't do like mosquitoes, things like that.
I mean, I guess eels are all bugs, but of all the bugs to pick, fucking flies are.
Like I said, certain species of flies, because like I said, they can suck your blood. You don't want to. I wouldn't want to eat that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. But yeah, I done left the site, so I
oh, you don't have it anymore.
Nah, I WAP in 2020.
Oh, you didn't open up a new tab?
Nah, I didn't. I went to the same one because I was already on Google. Or was I? Just in case, I don't want to give no free promotion. I could have been using Ask Jeeves or Yahoo.
Somebody was talking about that today. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was a video that I was watching on Instagram, and it was talking about inappropriate songs from the 90s. And it was like Peaches and Cream.
That's
what was the other one? Fantasy by Ludacris. It was like songs that we were singing in like 7th and 8th grade that we shouldn't have been fucking singing. And then somebody put in the comments, like, I had somebody that didn't know what Ask Jeeves was the other day, and I was like, they're too young. Or they were said in the comments, like, they're too young for you.
So I found some of the food. So here's like a queen egg tostada.
So it's eggs and ants, or is it ant eggs? Is that in Tulum? Ooh, we almost made it to Tulum this year.
Well, I think it's talking about the person who made it.
Oh, it's from Tulum.
Yeah. He served a cream fresh loaded with live ants.
Oh. Live?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have stayed in my seat. I would have got up so fast.
Okay, one source was a tostada with grilled escalon beans, and creamy escamoles, which are ant eggs, prepared with grilled habanero oil and garnished with green beans and flower petals.
Mm.
And then here's one of bug tapas at Bug's Cafe.
Is that a spider?
Let's see.
Some places got big ass bugs though, so I guess they can cook them up and make. I mean, technically, people eat lobsters, crab, shrimp.
What's the joke?
It's all
you remember
cockroaches of the sea.
You remember the joke? Like, I wonder if crabs know how good their legs are.
I've never heard that, but probably.
So yeah, this one is green papa salad with grilled marinated scorpion.
Oh, it's a scorpion.
Oh no, well, macroot line and tarantula donuts.
Okay, so that is.
So this is
tarantula donut.
Yeah, I want to say tarantula donut, or it could be the scorpion.
That looks like a donut, more like a
Yeah,
tarantula.
with sweet chili sauce and mango chutney. Ooh, look, insect ramen.
Mhm. There you go, babe.
Hmm. Okay, yeah. So this is um a bowl of ramen, fried worm spring rolls, cricket rice, and ice cream flavored with insect powder. Which is like, what
No,
is insect powder?
ground up insect into a powder.
Ugh, cricket.
Okay, do you think you would be able to eat a bug? And if so, what kind of bug?
If you don't tell me it's a bug, I'll be able to eat it.
So, but
Um,
what, like a worm, an ant, a spider,
I can
like
eat a
what?
cricket. We just did that. I can probably eat an ant. I can eat a worm because I've had a worm and like there was like a worm in like some sushi that I ate. So I can probably do that if you mix it up and you don't tell me. Um, I can probably eat a tarantula donut.
I feel like I could eat a spider only because we eat spiders anyway.
Yeah, but
You know what
see,
I'm
we don't
saying?
we don't
Like,
knowingly eat
right, we
spiders.
don't knowingly eat them, but we ingest them. What they say, like, you're never more than like 10 feet from a
Yeah,
spider. And they say in your lifetime, you like accidentally eat hundreds of spiders.
yeah,
So
because you're supposed to eat like two a night or one or two a night because you sleeping and you eat it or it crawls into your mouth or you know what I'm saying. Which, like I say, yeah,
that's
exactly.
why that one dude tape his mouth shut at night, you think?
Ooh,
What's his
I
name?
mean that's
The
smart.
TikToker. The one you were telling me about that went viral because he like dunked he went his morning routine.
The Aston
Yeah, Hall.
Hall.
Yeah.
Uh,
He put the little black thing over his mouth that night, and then he has like the little thing that opens up his nose.
I can't
I only
say
discovered, I only started watching his videos like the
you.
other Wednesday because my one podcast I listened to, they started talking about him, and I was like, you were
No,
talking about, I'm like, let me check it out.
you gotta watch the parody videos of him.
I watched them because I watched one lady, she was doing it, and then I saw her like constantly missing her face, and then she ended up putting this thing over her, and I'm like, why did she do that? And then it said Ashton Hall at the bottom, so I clicked on it, and I was like, oh,
And you saw
it's
his
because
routine.
he did it, and I was like, okay, this makes
Okay.
sense. Yeah.
I don't know why he do it, but I'm gonna show you after this podcast. I'm gonna show you this one parody I thought was hilarious. This is the one dude. Anyway, I'll tell you after.
Okay.
But I have no idea why he would put that in his over his mouth. It could be for spiders. I feel like it was just because he wanted to do some more unnecessary morning routine stuff.
No, it's his nighttime routine.
Oh, that was
Actually.
his
Yes,
nighttime.
he was getting ready for bed.
Oh, when he was in the bed reading the Bible.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, bet, bro. Uh, I ain't that, and that 100% could be his routine.
He
but
starts his morning and ends his day. He goes to bed at 7:30.
yeah, which it could be if you waking up at 3, 4 in the morning. Like, so we not really supposed to be talking about this, but we on it. Like, so what threw me off in his morning routine, which I would have probably believed all the other stuff. There were two things: was him pouring that expensive looking water into the bowl to wash his face, and then when he did the whole, he would have like a work meeting, and he was like, "Yeah, we trying to get 10,000." It's like, see, if you didn't put a number up in there and it was like a real business call, I would believe you. But it seems like you just doing like, and I know
Or if he would have muted out the call, like if he would
yeah,
have just showed himself
him
on the
talking
phone
on the
and
phone,
not
yeah,
actually having the
yeah.
words
But
out
when you
loud.
put this, like, oh, you trying to just like make it seem like you doing numbers, which, like I say, I get from a content standpoint. That I get.
I actually do want to talk about him. Not today. I want to save it for the next, actually our next episode, because I wanted to talk about how much money influencers spend to try and look like they're living like a lavish
Oh,
lifestyle.
for sure.
And I watched one of his videos where he like went to like a Dior store. He went somewhere else and bought like this really expensive luggage. He was in like a really fancy car, and I was just like, is all this stuff kids, or did he go out and like rent the car for the day? Because a lot of them social media influencers rent
I
a car
definitely want
for
to talk
the
about
day,
it because
rent the
DDG.
hotels for the day. Oh, DDG did not buy that car?
No, he rented that. He admitted it. That's why I was like, yeah, when you talk about
Okay.
rent,
Then
he
we
told
definitely got
he
y'all
told
got to tune in for our episode 7 because we're gonna deep dive into the fakeness of social media influencers.
So
But I did want to. I don't know if you have anything else to add over.
no, that's it. So
Okay.
we went over some of the weird foods.
Yeah. So I did have one more question to ask you about food. So you eat pork, you eat beef, you eat
Chicken.
some seafood,
Yeah.
you eat chicken and turkey.
Turkey.
What?
Turkey.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe not turkey. Deer.
I've had deer, yes.
Would you eat it? Would you make it a part of like your regular routine if you had access to more deer?
If it's cooked right. My uncle had made some good, because I think is that the one they call like venison, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. If it's cooked right, my uncle made some good like spicy deer meat. I was like, yo, this is fire. But yeah, I have that. I've had rabbit.
Okay. So rabbit. What about bear?
I haven't had bear.
Okay. Like alligator.
I want to try alligator. I've had I would have had the opportunity to, but this restaurant was over. Like the wait to get to this restaurant was like
really long.
really long, and it's just like, all right, forget this.
Yeah, there's this one spot in Chicago called Frontier, and they actually have like a lot of different kinds of meat on their menu. Because they have like duck. Have you ever had duck before?
Ooh, I want to say yeah. My uncle used to do like a bunch of different type of food, and I think he cooked some before. I can't. I don't want to be. I'm gonna just say no because I'm not 100% sure if that was done.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just say no.
Okay. Yeah, so I got a bunch of like duck. They have deer, bear, alligator on their menus. I'm trying to think what other meats that they have. I couldn't remember, but yeah, they have a bunch of like non-traditional animal meat on their menu. Is there anything you don't think you would be able to eat, like an animal wise? Besides, obviously, like a dog or a cat.
Not really. Maybe not snake.
No snake.
Yeah, maybe not snake. But I would try to eat lizard.
Try to eat a lizard. What about like frog legs?
I want to try frog leg. Lamb was good. Yeah, I mean, I would go. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's very rarely an animal that out there I wouldn't eat.
Some of them are so cute.
Man, them taste better.
Then they look.
Probably. Well, no, I wouldn't eat rat.
You wouldn't eat a rat.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat rat.
What about like a possum or a raccoon?
I hear stuff about raccoon. I don't know if I heard about possum. I heard about raccoon meat be kind of good.
It's small, but I don't.
No, she over there.
It's
Okay. Yeah. No. What wouldn't you eat?
I probably would not be able to eat like the goats because I think they're cute. I can't eat fish if I've seen them alive. It's like if I cannot
So red
eat
lobster
frog,
or not red lobster?
I can't eat freshly caught fish.
How would you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like if you go fishing and you catch the fish, I
So
cannot
a
eat them.
fish fry?
I said I cannot eat fish that I've seen alive.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I couldn't do the same thing for like chicken. So it's like if I knew like somebody like went in the back and caught a chicken and cooked it up, several hours later, I wouldn't be able to eat that chicken.
But one never wants to see how the sausage is made. So I got you.
Mhm. Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it for me. We've been talking for a long time.
Very long time.
About an hour and a half.
Mhm.
All right. Let's go ahead and wrap this up then.
Um,
Any last final thoughts or anything before you, babe?
Um,
Otherwise, we can close it up.
I was just saying, I don't really have no final thoughts. We be eating. Food is
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I agree. All right. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, leave us some comments. We'll drop all of our social media at the end of the episode. And we'll catch you next time.
All right, y'all. Bye.
We're just saying.